Alrighty, I'm going to be looking at TI Inspire CAS Premium Teacher Software and just going to be playing around. You have all these options to add. You can add a calculator, graphs, geometry, lists and spreadsheet, data and statistics, notes. You can go ahead and add a calculator. Here on the left you have options. You want to work with numbers, algebra, calculus, probability, statistics. You have matrix, vectors, finance. Let's just mess around in factor. So let's write a random polynomial expression. And that didn't work as I wanted it to. You can integrate. Okay. Looking at this tab, you can change your main screen layout and add other things so you can multitask. I'm going to add geometry and graphs. And you can change the inequality to add other functions onto this graph. And there it'll show you while you work on other stuff. So maybe you want to find just basic arithmetic and see where y equals 8 would be, I guess. Because you know this is all y less than or equal to x plus 2. And go on the bottom and add shapes in the geometry. You can add a circle of a point and the radius on the second click. You can add parallel lines. You can make your own polygon. Make your own shapes. You just gotta hit the same button and it'll close it off. And then from there you can take measurements. There's a lot of stuff you can mess with graphs and geometry. Going back to the other options, you can change the layout even more and adjust however you want to view and where you want to put your focus on. So you can get a lot. It helps if you view and the computer makes it slightly bigger. And here's just your toolbox. You can change in your views. Here you can choose other things to work with. I guess you can assign constants and choose your units. And do factorials. Oops. You can make new tabs on the bottom. Or exit out of this one if you want to start fresh. And here you have the basic calculator. Let's go ahead and make a computer sized page. This technology is less accessible since you need to purchase it. You can get a free trial, but then you have to start actually paying for it. So this would be most useful for an educator. I wouldn't recommend this for a classroom because of resources. If it's provided, it'd be a good resource, but counting on the students to buy their own membership of this, it would not be a good thing. This also requires a lot of learning. There's a lot of options and things you can do with the layouts and a lot of sort of intricate operations from statistics to calculus to geometry. It's a lot more in depth than GeoGebra would be. With this, you can use this as a speed and accuracy tool for most convenience sake, but it would be used better to analyze data further and more detailed. This would enhance the learning if you know how to use it, but if not, this can really extend the lecture a lot more than needed because there's so much to fidget with, and students could get distracted playing, but also be very confused with all of the options that they have. You'd need to have a very good plan laid out if you want this to enhance and not extend your teaching time. And like I said, if this was available to students and they didn't have to purchase, or like if it was provided, this would be a good resource. But for the average day school, I would say this is not a good resource. It's a little too extensive, and there's free software out there that does the same and is a lot easier to work with.